They were told it was impossible. 100-foot cliff, wet stone, no cover, and machine guns waiting at the top like steel fangs. But on the morning of the 6th of June 1944, the US Rangers didn't ask if it could be done, only how fast they needed to climb before they died trying. Dawn broke with fog, surf, and the grinding sound of landing craft smashed by waves. The cliffs of Point du Hoc rose above them like a fortress carved from the bones of the earth. German guns waited at the summit, barrels fixed downward, ready to shred anything that moved. Every ranger knew the math: climb slow, die; climb fast, maybe live. Ropes up! The order cracked through the chaos, and the assault began. The first rockets fired their grapnels into the sky, hooks biting into the cliffside. Some slipped, some missed, some fell back into the sea, but the Rangers didn't stop. They jumped into the water, grabbed the ropes by hand, and started climbing soaked, freezing, carrying rifles slung across their backs, boots kicking against stone, dripping with seawater and blood. Halfway up, the machine guns woke. Tracer rounds sliced across the rock like burning needles. Chunks of stone exploded around their faces. Men hung in the open, dangling targets with nothing but a rope between them and the grave waiting below. But the Rangers climbed anyway, inch by inch, heartbeat by heartbeat. One slipped, caught the rope again, and kept moving. Another took a round through the shoulder, gritted his teeth, and climbed with one arm. Above them, Germans cut ropes, rolled grenades, and shouted in panic. Below them, Rangers kept coming. From the sea, from the smoke, from the edge of what any sane man would attempt. And then a hand reached the top, a glove covered in blood and chalk. Then another. And suddenly the cliff was no longer a wall, but an entrance. They surged over the edge like a breaking wave, rifles up, breath burning in their lungs, boots crushing shattered stone. The Germans expected exhaustion. What they got was fury. Within minutes, the guns were silenced, the bunkers overrun, and the impossible climb had turned into a foothold for the entire D-Day invasion. Later, when the beach was quiet and the tide carried away the smoke, one ranger said the truth out loud. "We didn't climb because we were brave. We climbed because someone had to." History remembers the cliffs, the height, the gunfire, the impossible odds. But what mattered most was something the Germans never saw the moment a group of soaking, bleeding Rangers looked up at 100 feet of death and climbed anyway. Some victories begin not with strength, but with the courage to rise from the sea and take the first step upward.